Welcome back, everybody. My name is All Fun and Games. I stream every day on Twitch TV, and I also make fun little videos here on YouTube. Today, we're going to be talking about Tallbirds without getting too crazy. We all know Tallbirds are a little bit boring. Okay, I said it. I know you're probably sitting there like, hey, excuse me, I love Tallbirds. How dare you talk about my Tallbird like that? Okay, well, this is why I'm talking about it, all right? Well, here's the thing when it comes to Tallbirds. As you know, if you go into a certain rock biome that looks like there's a giant egg in there, you might want to be putting on a little bit of armor before walking through there without knowing what is about to happen. Tallbirds are extremely protective of their egg, and when you walk in a vicinity, they're basically going to try to attack you. Now, stealing the egg used to be useless, but now it has a lot of different recipes. Honestly, not the best recipes, but for the sake that you get a free egg, and eventually these things will just poop out more eggs continuously, you could make yourself a little Tallbird farm. It's apparently a lot easier now or something. I don't know. I don't really mess around with them that much because I don't find them that worth it. Now, you can also tame a Tallbird, which is really annoying because when they're fully grown, they eventually attack you. So the point of that is, I don't even know. They basically go through a small bird, which is very cute, to a teen bird, which is fine, and then back to a tall bird, which will try killing you. So it's like, what's the point? So I do think Clay needs to fix that, because if you're going through the process of taming something, especially that extravagant of a tame, which doesn't take limited time, should eventually grow into a thing that you could actually use it to do whatever you want with and attack for you and blah 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 blah. Of course, it does take a while and whatever else. So I'm just saying that just like a beefalo, by the time you actually tame it fully, it should give you a little bit more rewards than just saying, hey, this thing's probably going to try killing you, so just get used to it. Anyways, here's my take on Tallbirds and why they should be buffed a little bit. And of course, I think that, there's ways to do this properly and whatever else. One, I think Tallbirds could potentially have a different attack pattern rather than running up there and just hitting you with their beaks, which is already annoying. Otherwise, they just sit here. They don't really do anything. Sometimes they do roam around, but they eventually just go back to their Tallbird nest, and that's it. I'd like to see more of them just scattered across the world rather than just limited to one rocky area. For example, if I'm walking in like a different biome over here, why not have them over there? Who knows? I mean, they're not just set in stone in one specific area. Anyways, maybe that's just one thing, but whatever. Another is I would like to see them more of like a pack tactic, where if one gets attacked, maybe they alert all of them and whatever else to then come and attack you and basically go from there. I would also like to see a different format where if you do tame a Tallbird, potentially you could start your own Tallbird farm, which would then result in a different color of eggs, knowing that when you are then hatching that egg, that it is your egg. It's just a different tamed egg. So for example, if you go out here and you can't tame a Tallbird just naturally, well, then you take and you finally tame a Tallbird and it hatches and whatever else, and now it's yours. Maybe it's a different color. I don't know. Just who cares, really? I just want to be able to tame Tallbirds that don't eventually kill you, which I think is pretty reasonable. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Anyways, the other thing is I would love to see the ability to actually ride a Tallbird. Now, I know you're probably sitting there going, what the hell are you talking about? Why would you want to ride a Tallbird? And how would that even be possible? Well, I think it would be possible, and I think it would be pretty awesome. Imagine running extremely fast across the continent, faster than a beefalo, easier tame ability by actually just going through the process of hatching an egg. So a different format than a Tallbird. Than a beefalo. A beefalo, you have to literally feed it crazy amount of food, blah, 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 blah. Years go by. Eventually, the beefalo stops hating on you, and then whatever else. I hate taming beefalos. So if you go through the process of actually stealing an egg, hatching it, Tallbird grows up, loves you forever, only has 800 HP, but can literally jump and or maybe just run really, really fast, would be pretty cool. I don't know about the limitations to actually make it so it can actually carry statues. I think that should stick to a beefalo, but I would love to see it have different abilities where it could attack for you that's even higher damage or faster damage than a beefalo would, and not have to go through the process of worrying about its butts turning red. So that's just my take anyways. Imagine taming them and riding them. Come on, that would be pretty sweet. Anyways, as we know that they roam around and whatever else during daytime, blah, 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 a little bit further away would be a little bit nicer. So yeah, that's what I would think about Tallbirds. You tell me if you would love to try and ride in them, because I think it'd be pretty cool. They look messed up, and honestly, most of the time, they're pretty weird looking. So having one in your base and having a saddle on it, I mean, I don't know. It probably would look pretty funky, but I think it would be pretty cool at the same time too. I know I would want to try to tame one to do that. That would make it so worthwhile of actually going through the process of raising it and all that other stuff. Okay, otherwise, I think the Tallbirds are pretty cool. I do think they just need a little bit more love and maybe a little bit more ways of actually using them in the actual content rather than just walking around and stealing their eggs periodically and eventually getting hit by their beaks. So yeah, that's my take. Go out there and tell me what you think in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.